Hello friends, today we discuss about ribosomes. Table of contents are as definition, structure, size, location and functions. Now definition. The ribosome word is derived ribo from ribonucleic acid and somes from the Greek word soma which means body. Ribosomes are tiny spheroidal dense particles about 150 to 200 angstrom in diameter that are primarily found in most prokaryotic and eukaryotic organisms. Ribosomes are sites of protein synthesis. They are structures containing approximately equal amounts of RNA and proteins and serve as a scaffold for the ordered interaction of the numerous molecules involved in protein synthesis. The ribosomes occur in both prokaryotic and eukaryotic cells. In prokaryotic cells, the ribosomes often occur freely in the cytoplasm. In eukaryotic cells, the ribosomes either occur freely in the cytoplasm or remain attached to the outer surface of the membrane of the endoplasmic reticulum. The location of the ribosomes in a cell determines what kind of protein it makes. If the ribosomes are floating freely throughout the cell, it will make proteins that will be utilized within the cell itself. When ribosomes are attached to the endoplasmic reticulum, it is referred to as rough endoplasmic reticulum. Proteins made on the surface of rough endoplasmic reticulum are used for usage inside the cell or outside the cell. The number of ribosomes in a cell depends on the activity of the cell. On average, in a mammalian cell, there can be about 10 million ribosomes. Now, structure. A ribosome is made from complexes of RNAs and proteins and is therefore a ribonucleoprotein in nature. Around 37 to 62% of RNA is comprised of RNA and the rest is proteins. Each ribosome is divided into two subunits, a smaller subunit and a larger subunit. A smaller subunit which binds to a larger subunit and the messenger RNA pattern, and larger subunit which binds to the transfer RNA, the amino acids and the smaller subunit. Prokaryotes have 70S ribosomes respectively, subunits comprising the little subunits of 30S and bigger subunits of 50S. Their small subunits has a 16S RNA subunit consisting of 1540 nucleotides bound to 21 proteins. The larger subunit is composed of 5S RNA subunit consists of 120 nucleotides. A 23S RNA subunit consists of 2900 nucleotides and 31 types of proteins. Eukaryotes possess 80S ribosomes respectively comprising of 40S RNA and substantial of 60S RNA subunits. The smaller 40S ribosomal subunit is prolate ellipsoid in shape and consists of one molecule of 18S ribosomal RNA and 13 types of protein named as S1, S2, S3 and so on. The larger 60S ribosomal subunit is round in shape and contains a channel through which growing polypeptide chain makes it its exit. It consists of three types of ribosomal RNA molecules, that is 28S ribosomal RNA, 5.8 ribosomal RNA, 5S ribosomal RNA and 14 types of proteins named as L1, L2, L3 and so on. The difference between the ribosomes of bacteria and eukaryotes are used to create antibiotics that can destroy bacterial infection without harming any human cells. The ribosomes seen in the chloroplasts or mitochondria of eukaryotes are comprising of big and little subunits composed of protein inside a 70S particle. The ribosomes share a core structure that is similar to all ribosomes despite differences in its size. The two subunits fit together and work as one to translate the messenger RNA into a polypeptide chain during protein synthesis. Because they are formed from two subunits of non-equal size, they are slightly longer in the axis than in diameter. During protein synthesis, when multiple ribosomes are attached to the same messenger RNA strand, this structure is known as polysome. The existence of ribosomes is temporary. After the synthesis of polypeptide, the two subunits separates and are reused or get break down. Now the size of ribosomes. Ribosomes comprise of two subunits that are suitably composed and function as one to translate the messenger RNA into a polypeptide chain amid protein synthesis. Due to the fact that they are made from two subunits of differing size, they are a little longer in the hinge than in diameter. They vary in size between prokaryotic cells and eukaryotic cells. The prokaryotic ribosomes is comprised of 13S subunit and 50S subunit, meaning 70S for the entire organelle equal to the molecular weight of 2.7 into 106 Daltons. Prokaryotic ribosomes are about 20 nanometer or 200 angstrom in diameter and are made of 35% of ribosomal proteins and 65% of ribosomal RNA. Notwithstanding, the eukaryotes are amidst 25 and 30 nanometer in diameter. They comprise of 40S subunit and 60S subunit, which means 80S for the entire organelle, which is equal to the molecular weight of 4 into 106 Daltons. Now, location of ribosomes in cell. Ribosomes are organelles located inside the animal, human cell and plant cells. They are situated in the cytosol. Some are bound and free floating to the membranes of coarse endoplasmic reticulum. They are utilized in decoding of DNA to proteins, and RNAs is forever bound to the rough endoplasmic reticulum. They release or bind as directed by the kind of proteins they proceed to combine. In an animal or human cell, there could be up to 10 million ribosomes, and numerous ribosomes can be connected to the equivalent messenger RNA strand. This structure is known as polysomes. Now, functions. The ribosome is a complex molecular machine found within all living cells that serves as the site of biological protein synthesis known as translation. Ribosomes link amino acids together in the order specified by messenger RNA molecules. Ribosomes act as catalysts in the two extremely important biological processes called peptidyl transfer and peptidyl hydrolysis. Other functions of ribosomes are as the processor of creation of proteins. The DNA makes messenger RNA by the steps of DNA transcription. The hereditary information from the messenger RNA is converted into proteins amid DNA translation. The arrangements of protein assembly and protein synthesis are indicated in the messenger RNA molecule. The messenger RNA is arranged in the nucleus and is moved to the cytoplasm for an additional operation of protein synthesis. The proteins which are arranged by the ribosomes currently in the cytoplasm are utilized inside the cytoplasm by itself. The proteins created by the bound ribosomes are moved outside the cell. Taking into consideration their main function in developing proteins, it's clear that a cell cannot function in the absence of ribosomes. Thanks.